football may reign supreme in this state, but on this day, the Cards and the Cats on the gridiron for the vaunted Governor's Cup, and the attention of every blade of bluegrass will be right here. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cardinals will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Kentucky's offense will have the football first. When it comes to rivalry games, no matter what the records are, you can expect to see a good, tight, close game. Yeah, but sometimes you don't. Last year in the battle for the Bluegrass, Louisville jumped on top 20-0 and never looked back in throttling the Cats.
It's hard to win a game when you turn it over 5 times. And that's what happened with Kentucky. They were never able to get a rhythm on offense. And you add to that, David, Louisville running for over 350 yards. I mean, they dominated their in-state rival.
I think that's the most embarrassing part. Like, it wasn't throwing the football over the yard.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy one to the back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in. It's long. Still running at the 40. Oh, not a spec. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Louisville Cardinals offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. He's only got a few games left to make that final impression on Heisman voters, but based on the season he's had so far, he's certainly run his way well into contention, David.
It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable to be a running back to impact the game this much. Consistently, week in, week out, take the physical pounding and still be elite. Finishing this season will go a long way to deciding whether he wins the Heisman, but so far, Palmer, I've been impressed.
Man, the durability is just something to behold. And when you think back to former Heisman winners at the position, especially at Alabama, guys like Mark Ingram or Derrick Henry, that's what those guys had as well. They seemed to get better as games went on, but they also got better as the season went on, and that's what this guy's doing now.
They'll run it. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Moss. Grab near the sticks. It's Lacey. At midfield, he's got room. The big play takes it all the way down to the 36-yard line, and just like that, field position flips.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll give it to the back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
And the Cardinals come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. The Cardinals have this offense rolling. They'll immediately call timeout. Timeout. And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. To the air. It's Moss. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Louisville. The extra point here would tie the game. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's long. He'll have enough for the first. They stop him at the 45.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Got his man to the left. There he goes. Ripping through the deep. Getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, so close to an interception there. If he had held on, he might have run that one to the house. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. And they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Leaves it with the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's Bell. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Dropping back, it's Moss. Makes the grab, it's Bell. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get... Up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Touchdown Cardinals. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job.
Breaks into the open. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
The counter run plays really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Wildcats come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Slips through the line. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
They're dealing with a second and long. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Brown. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The give to the right. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll try to run for it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run the jet sweep, trying to spread this defense out. Turning it on! Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got a man, it's Law. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Punt is in the air. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
Start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Scanning the field, it's Moss. The screen, and watch out! He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man on the left. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line. They'll move the tight end. Toss to the outside. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. He might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
The give. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Louisville! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it.
He's got it for a big play. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking downfield, it's Moss. That's caught. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. Got him downfield. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls fall incomplete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
To the air, it's Moss. Going for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Going to the running game. Got room to work. Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Brings it in down the left side. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Looking to throw, it's Moss. They'll run the screen. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Law. There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He splits the uprights. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
2nd down coming up. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Lacey. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Cardinals in the hurry up.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Brown has it. He has the first and still on his feet. Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Wants to bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. To the air, it's Moss. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Makes his man miss. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it falls in. And the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Louisville.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He's up to 55 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. The Cardinals are rolling down the field. Wants to throw. It's Moss. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. Touchdown, Louisville! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
That makes the score Louisville 49, Kentucky 13.
Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll go to the counter. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route. There was no question who's going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal. Stacking the defender on the route, who gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Adams. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, the offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you can tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. Going deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for room. It's McGowan. Got the first down and more. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the single back. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Going to the run, it's Wilcox. Fights off a defender. Touchdown, Wildcats! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Looking for space. It's Watson. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run to the left. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Going to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give as they work on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And they decide to trot out the kicker. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's McGowan. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. On the move. Finding an escape route. Makes it past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.